Hey, what's up? This is Rob J10X with Flip School. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube page where I help show people how to make money through resale. I am a full-time reseller. First started in the business about 15 months ago. And from there, I just became very curious, and the combination of curiosity and the joy that I brought from learning about it have led to me being in a position now where it is my pretty much full-time occupation, and I sell on platforms including eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and I'm learning more about Amazon seller as we speak. So today, to close the week, Saturday, I want to close it by looking at receipts. Looking at what happened to some of the products that I either recommended for people to purchase, or that you saw me outsourcing, picking up. So this week I was really adamant and strong on retro television. It's something that I made as a strong recommendation, something that I told you you should purchase, and I told you what would happen when you purchased them. So let's take a look at the claim real quick. This right here is the Sylvania TV VCR combo, completed and sold. We're looking at the price and the frequency. Starting at the top, we see that right here. Now this is a little bit different from my model because it's a retro white, but it's at $130. But look, one below that, $105. Look below that, $119. This is a brick that moves. This is a brick that when you put on, it's flying. Okay, that was my strong recommendation about retro televisions, as well as the VCR and the combo VCR player. And if we look at the receipts from this week, really not even a week, it's only been about maybe 60 hours since I made that video. But in those 60 hours, I have sold the Sylvania TV VCR combo that you saw in that video. I sold the Emerson combo player that you saw in the video. The Emerson was sold on Mercari. The Sylvania was sold on Facebook Marketplace. One of my private collectors purchased a Sony retro television from me that I picked up when I was just out Goodwill sourcing. Actually, no, I picked it up at a thrift store. And I had another retro television that I had purchased before starting my YouTube channel. So I purchased about a week ago, and I received an offer on that today. So in the time since I made that recommendation, I've sold 3 or 4 retro televisions. I sold the Emerson combo player, and I have an offer on the VCR that I had spoken about as a strong recommendation. The offer was kind of low. It was $25. I mean, it's still a 400% or so return on what I paid for it, but I think if I hold out a little bit, then I could probably get that number up to 35 or as close to 40 as possible. So I may or may not accept that, but Flip School, one of the things that I want to be adamant about is not just showing you me picking up items, not just showing me purchasing items, because a lot of times what resellers do is they say that how I made $400 in 2 hours, and the way they'll calculate the $400 is, they'll go buy, let's just say hypothetically, 8 pair of Nikes for $50 a piece that resell for $100, and they'll say they made $400, but they didn't make $400 because they haven't sold them yet, right? It's not made until the money comes. So buying something at a discount rate does not equate to making $400 or some of these claims. So I want to actually give you an insight from start to finish, which is why I'm showing you some of the completed sales, showing you where they were purchased at, and the whole nine. So overall, it was a great week. I had sales on, again, the mentioned platforms. And going into next week, one of the things I want to continue to lock in and focus on is collecting as many retro televisions as I can find. I've been sourcing this whole town, everywhere I can go, looking for retro televisions because those are just greenlit right now. And I've also been working on really flushing out my Poshmark store. Right now I have like 16 items. I want to get to about 50 or so items in my Poshmark store, and then enlist the Poshmark VA service. So that's why I've been picking up a lot of clothes. I did sell, about 3 pair of shoes this week. Um, as always, I love 501 jeans because they always sell. So I've been picking those up. So I'm going to focus this next week on flushing out my Poshmark store and running up as many retro televisions as I can find to sell those, and continuing to source, and also relaunching my eBay page. Those will be areas that I'm really going to be on. And, Amazon seller as well. I picked up a ton of books, but Amazon is a little bit different from eBay and Mercari and some of the other ones because it's a little bit more of a technical sale. So I want to go ahead and make sure that I have my Amazon seller where it needs to be, so that I can start really bringing in revenue through that as well. I'll be launching a Patreon next week as well, where you can actually see where we'll take it even a step further from receipts, where I'll break down cost, how much it was spent on that, profit margin was made week to week, what was listed, where it's sold, and really give you like a playbook for those who want to take a deeper look at it. But anyone out here watching, they